week's champion trends featured Twitch, Asriel, Kassadin, Master Yi, Soraka, and Yasuo. I'm Lindsay with Zam, and this is LolKing's League Trends. Let's dive into Summoner's Rift. Increases in pick rate this week have Twitch up first with over 13%. Udyr, Karma, Twisted Fate, and Kassadin follow behind. Twitch, has received a full visual update and it looks great there, buddy. The rework came fully packaged with a new voiceover as well as new animation for his abilities. He's so fancy. Yet even before the rework, Twitch was rearing his rodent head in competitive due to how the meta has changed. 2v1 lanes give Twitch free farm and an easier time to scale. Pair this guy with, say, Thresh, and this rat can become a very deadly marksman in lane. Twitch Thresh has one of the highest kill potential of all the duo lanes in League. Twitch is known for his scaling into the late game with the ability formerly known as Spray and Pray, Rat-a-tat-tat. He is a teamfight-oriented carry that can melt through an entire team with good positioning and can also be used to flank or create picks with his high damage and invisibility from ambush. Most likely, Twitch's pick rate will start to decrease after everyone is done trying him out, but he will remain a solid marksman. This week, the decreases in pick rate show Asriel leading, while Master Yi, Caitlyn, Sivir, and Vayne round out the list. Asriel has always been the cornerstone of the marksman role, but in Season 4, he has been outshined by other carries. Ez has always been that reliable, safe pick because you'll always be able to farm with Mystic Shot, and mobility you get with Arcane Shift is great in the current meta. In lane, however, he's not as strong nor scaled as well compared to a carry like Lucian. Asriel has not received any buffs in the recent patches while other carries like Misfortune and Graves have, which make other champs more viable. Asriel's damage in a team fight is dependent on how well you can aim. Missing even one skill shot will drop your DPS drastically. He's simply being outclassed by other champions for his role, but some players will still resort to him as a comfort pick. In terms of item builds, he's a very flexible champion, and you can build Triforce, Bloodthirster, or even Blade of the Ruined King as a solid first pick item, and no one would look at you funny. We'll still see Asriel every now and then, but he won't be a priority pickup. Increases in win rate this week have Kassadin at the top of the list, while Rengar, Nautilus, Gragas, and Skarner round it out. Kassadin is more broken than shattered glass in the current patch. Prior to patch 4.4, Kassadin was nearly 100% pick banned in both solo queue and competitive due to his insane late game scaling and his ability to get around the map with Riftwalk. On patch 4.4, Kassadin received a rework and disappeared from the face of the earth. After his rework, Kassadin was considered a niche pick and only picked up in the EU LCS by players like Gambit Gaming's Alex Each and Copenhagen Wolves' Cowtard. In the 4.6 patch, Kassadin has been revived to his OP status once again. Rito, please. Instead of a silence, Kassadin received a shield from his Null Sphere, and his Netherblade can store up to 40% of his missing mana if he auto-attacks a champion. The buff on patch 4.6 that made him strong again was not only the damage buff to both his Null Sphere and Netherblade, but the increase in scaling from his 30% AP to 80%. With a bit of health from Rod of Ages and armor from Zhonya's Hourglass, the new Kassadin becomes very tanky with his shield, and yet is still able to dish out tons of damage. Oh goody. Thanks, Riot. Changes to the decrease in win rates show Master Yi down over 2% from last week. Urgot, Swain, Galio, and Nocturne follow up. Master Yi's win rate dropped a little bit this week, and it's all due to the changes on Feral Flare. The only reason Master Yi was considered so strong was because of the item, so naturally when the item got nerfed, so did Yi's win rate. The patch changed to 25 stacks needed for Wriggle's Lantern and to 30 stacks for Feral Flare. It doesn't sound like much, but that's almost a whole extra jungle clear you would have to do. That's so much work now to get all that awesome power. F that. In spite of the awesome changes, Master Yi is sitting happily at over 50% win rate, as well as an incredible 83% ban rate. He is still an incredibly strong pick in solo queue due to his ability to snowball with insane scaling. Yet, for all of that, an aggressive jungler like Elise or Lee Sin is able to punish the lanes while Master Yi stays in the jungle and farms up. I think the lesson of the day is to don't feed the Yi. Just don't. He hurts. This week, the increases in ban rates has Jax at the top of the list with over 24.5%. Nocturne, Soraka, Nidalee, and Warwick trail behind. The Banana Revolution was started by Hai from Cloud9, and ever since her debut in the NA LCS, she's been a strong addition to competitive and solo queue play. Soraka brings multiple tools to the team besides just, the ability to grant armor and health and mana. Soraka is a strong laner and is able to bully out most mid laners in the current meta. Where she excels though is at team fighting and skirmishes. Star Call will shred magic resist on every target she hits, and the effect will stack, which means the longer the fight goes on, the better it is for Soraka. She can be comboed with champions like Corki and Evelynn to greatly increase her damage and scaling due to her magic resist reduction. Soraka also has her global ability Wish that most people tend to forget, and you can use it to bait people or make clutch plays to save a teammate. While EU has not been picking up Soraka as much, she has been slowly gaining popularity in Korea. I expect we'll see Soraka picked or banned in some of the games in the upcoming All-Stars event. Also, if you get a ticket for me, please to send. Okay, thanks. Finally, the decreases in Barren rates this week has Vi up first, with Evelynn, Pantheon, Yasuo, and Wukong completing the list. Due to the changes to some of the summoner spells, Yasuo is not as scary as he once was. Before patch 4.5, a team against a Yasuo would take 2 exhausts to try and make him weaker in a team fight. With the new and improved exhaust, it has the potential to put a hard stop to Yasuo in a team fight. He was picked often at his early release, and now he has settled into a counterpick for Nidalee. While he has a strong laning phase, unlike most champions, Yasuo scales with items. He has insane snowball potential when he finishes an item like Static Shiv and Infinity Edge. Often after getting Shiv and IE, players like to build Blade of the Ruined King for more chasing potential and damage to the front line. With built-in armor pen from his ultimate Last Win, he's able to belt tanks as well as carries. This Yasuo though. And that's it for this week's show. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up on these league trends and other great content, and be sure to follow Cloth5 on YouTube for more great analysis. I'm Lindsay, thanks for watching.